Hello everyone, welcome to this week's video announcements. It is almost June, which means we only have 3 Sundays left of our regular church program year. We do have services all summer, of course, but our regular church year is coming to an end June 16th. So I'm just going to go through everything that's happening between now and then and maybe a couple things beyond. Starting with this Sunday. So this Sunday, we are doing a new member welcome service. So we are going to be welcoming in 13 new members, which is always exciting. And we're going to have 3 folks who have been members of the congregation for a different number of years each. Reflect on becoming UU and what that looked like for them, whether they grew up UU or came into it later in life. What did it look like to become a part of this faith and a part of this community? So I think that's going to be a really rich service. During the service, there will be Children's Chapel. It's the last Faith Formation Sunday of the year. So Children's Chapel for kiddos 4 and up. And I know they're going to be practicing a song that they're going to sing next Sunday. Then after church on Sunday is annual meeting. It's at noon this Sunday, June 2nd, in our sanctuary and on Zoom. If you're joining us on Zoom, please register beforehand. And I will put the link in the comments for that. And if you are joining with someone else in your household, it is much easier for us if you join on 2 separate devices so that each device gets a vote. So if you're joining on Zoom from home or from wherever, it would be great if there could be 1 device per member. If you are joining in person, we will have lunch for you between the service and the meeting. And we will also have childcare available during the meeting. We'll feed you, we'll take care of your children. Please come and vote. We are going to be talking about, we'll be hearing a couple of reports, we'll be voting on the budget, we'll be voting on officers for next year, and we'll get an update from the Building Our Vision team. So lots happening, and we'll get you out of here by 2 at the very latest, but probably before that. So that is this Sunday, June 2nd. June 9th is the next Sunday. Got to keep it, figure out which date is which. June 9th is the Sunday. We are doing our annual flower communion, so please bring a flower if you're able to that Sunday to be a part of our communion. That's an all ages service. Our kiddos are going to be singing the song that they're rehearsing this Sunday, the flower song. After the service, we are having an end of year party at Greeley Park. I hope you'll join us. There'll be more info to come on that. Usually we provide sandwiches and invite you to bring sides. So stay tuned for more information. It'll be happening 11:30 at Greeley Park, so you can head over there right after the service on the 9th. Also on the 9th, later in the afternoon, if you want to make it a full day, the Granite State Organizing Project is having their annual meeting up in Concord. Everyone is invited to hear about their work and the work of the past year and the work of the year to come. So you are very welcome. There's more information about that in the newsletter. Then on June 10th, that's a Monday, I'm straying from my Sundays now, June 10th, our General Assembly delegates are having a conversation about Article 2 that they invite you to come to. So this is, General Assembly is our national gathering of Unitarian Universalists. It's happening all virtually this year, and we are going to be voting on proposed changes to Article 2 of the UUA bylaws, which includes our principles and sources, our 7 principles and 6 sources. Is a pretty major change. And so our delegates want to chat with you about it before they vote on it. We've been talking about it for the last few years, so hopefully you know a little bit about it already, but even if you don't, they'll give some info at the beginning of the conversation and then have time for just feedback and sharing about where people are at with the Article 2 changes. That is at 7 p.m. on June 10th. That's a Monday, and you can join in the Campbell Chapel or on Zoom. We're happy to have you either way. On June 15th, that's a Saturday, I am holding a launch party for the book that I co-edited with my colleague, the Reverend Heather Kincannon. Here it is. I've got a real copy of it. It is an anthology of more than 70 rituals written by Unitarian Universalists for various occasions in our lives and the lives of our communities. I'm really excited that it is here. And on June 15th, I invite you to come celebrate with me. It's in the dining room here at church. We're doing a Blessing It All launch party. It's from 2 to 5 p.m. People of all ages are welcome. And we will have a little program at 3:30. We will have books to sell, and we'll sign your book if you want. We'll have refreshments. There'll be interesting people to talk to. We're inviting all kinds of folks. And we're going to have some kind of little ritual station so that you can experience some ritual at the party as well. So come celebrate with me on the 15th. I'd love to have you there. On June 16th, that's our Pride service, last service of our regular church year. We haven't planned it yet, so I can't tell you much about it other than I know we'll be doing glitter blessings again and celebrating Pride together. So that is June 16th, and usually we have a very festive fellowship hour. And then we're also going to be at Nashua Pride the next Saturday, June 22nd. It's 2 to 6 p.m. Parade's at 2. We will march in the parade. We will also have a table at the festival, and we'd love to have you with us for any part of that. We'll be sending out more info about that in the coming week or so. And June 23rd, just one more thing I'm going to tell you about. On June 23rd, Carol Hood and Jay Guarneri are hosting a mini garden tour. This was an auction event that folks bought tickets for at our auction last fall. You're going to get to tour Jay's garden and Carol's garden. They're both in Nashua. You'll spend a little less than an hour at each. It's from 4 to 6 p.m. on June 23rd, and we have 3 more tickets. So if you didn't get bid on that in the auction in the fall and you want to join, there are 3 tickets. They would love to have you. They'll show you around their gardens, talk about what's planted there, and there'll also be some garden-themed appetizers at each garden. So that should be really fun. If you are interested in one of those 3 tickets that's left, just shoot me an email and I will let you know how you can pay. All right, that was a lot. June is always full of fun, and I hope that I will see you on Sunday for our annual meeting. Very important. Please be there. Please come vote and listen and learn. And I hope you have a wonderful week in the meantime.